join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the LA Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out and they are led out by Dak Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him has been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. They'll run it with Williams. Open space to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Dallas first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
On the toss, it's Williams. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On the carry, it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. He's to the 15, and he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Throwing off he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's complete. Side to Pickens. He'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 of the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
This has been a picture-perfect opening drive. You would have hated for it to get stopped there. Fortunately for them, they get a nice run on 3rd down, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Williams goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
You know, we all knew how talented Herbert was, especially coming out of school, and he's had a lot of great success in his first couple years, but it just seems like him and Harbaugh, doesn't it seem, Mike, like they just have a great connection? They both understand each other, the strengths, the weaknesses, and he's really turned into a polished quarterback. I mean, the big number last year, 17 starts, only 3 interceptions.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Backs to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Motion man is Johnston. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Matt McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the play fake.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On play action, here's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 48.
A big play for the Cowboys. A gain of 48.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now it's Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey at the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
One quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Prescott. There's a short one caught by Ferguson. He's taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll go with Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
We'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Williams gets it on the draw. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Into the hands of Pickens. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going, short game.
2nd down, Prescott. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Chargers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He's got his tight end, Arande Gatson, the second. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
36 yards.
That is a big play for LA. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Chargers.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll go with Hampton. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Throwing now is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Pistol here for Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers are back in this one. It's 17-7. Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. It was Cam Hart in on the tackle.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Justin Herbert. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Prescott. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. Tyler Smith guilty on that one. Dak facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Quick throw, taken in.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They bring their tight end right. To throw is Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Throwing again, Herbert. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And third down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. I love this play call. I mean, what is everyone in the stadium thinking you're going to do, Mike, on 3rd and inches? They think you're going to run, but what do? They go the opposite direction, go with the quick game through the air, and they keep this drive alive.
Now Herbert again. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. That is caught. What a throw. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown Chargers.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Chargers 14.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. The return starts from the 5, and he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
Their own 25-yard line.
they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway.
Brandon
3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Davis now to return it. Whoa! And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right. That's Johnston. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one finds McConkey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 2nd down, a run with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Tight end, the motion man to the right. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
19 yards.
A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 19 yards.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that 1st down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys 19-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. again with Hampton, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Motion man is Johnston. Quickly to the outside and complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
A 26-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Prescott. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he'll punt it away for the second time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on first down is Herbert. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 29, here's second and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 33 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert now on first down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Chargers have the first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. It's second down.
It leads to second.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Finding space at the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chargers.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. Now he's just going to flip this forward.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Here comes Hampton on the toss right. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended target that time. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers move out in front, 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. it's Williams. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On second down, it's Dak. This one complete, right side. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys. Jim Harbaugh unhappy with the officials, didn't like that call, and he throws the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now this looks like a design run. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They run over center with Williams. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Derwin James, the multiple times All-Pro, getting in there for the sack.
At the 42-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Rolling right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Chargers, first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
The 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Herbert. Yep, the man is Johnston. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time, and then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and
8. Another run here with Hampton. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
Chargers, first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Conklin goes in motion. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will go up by 7.
Cowboys 20.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Williams gets it from the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 11 on that block. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Prescott now. That's caught by Lance. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Prescott is main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
The 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball to the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
He will take this one across into the end zone. Devontae Turpin, touchdown Cowboys. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. On the ground, Hampton. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll drop to throw. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That one incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Brings up third down.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before third down. To throw is Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like the idea of airing it out there on third down. You're trying to move this ball even into closer, more manageable field goal distance. But after that incomplete, now brings up fourth down. I think you have no choice but to settle for 3 here and see if it's enough to leave here with a win.
A 37-yard attempt.
This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. This one fielded at the 15. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens.
To George Pickens. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now Prescott. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A ball deep for the end zone. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert down to a knee. And that should wrap this one up. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.